Is it on Wi-Fi? Make sure it's on. Hello. Happy Tuesday.
That was me.
Oh, it's you. You guys say it.
No, I thought it was me that joined.
Oh.
And then I realized that's not me.
What's everybody working on tonight? We're gonna wait a little bit to get some more people in here. What's everybody working on? Ron, how you doing?
I feel like I'm just gonna mess with my hair a lot.
Like the twinning. Look at this. It's cold out here. I mean, it's not as cold as it will be in a few days, but it is pretty chilly out here. I'm going to have to move everything inside. The overnight lows are going to be single digit, probably less than 0 at some point.
To be fair, it's actually really nice right now for northern Illinois.
At this time of year, absolutely. Working on this 2.5-month-old. Oh, nice. Twins, yeah. It was 50 today. It was nice. Strong Arm, you're in towards Chicago, right? I don't know I think you're in one of the suburbs. We're out here in Rockford. In the garage right now, I would say it's probably 48 or so. There's a little heater going on. So I think it's not too bad. It's not cold. All right, wait a couple more minutes. Those of you who voted in our story, it's our story now. It always has been ours.
It's always been.
So I have to stop using I'm and me's and using we's. So that's nice. Southwest. Oh, nice. So those of you who voted, these are the prize tonight. Pair of Bessie hand clamps. So they beat out the Milwaukees. I thought it would be closer, but Milwaukee started out in the lead, and then Bessie took over. Mr. Roman, how you doing? So the dual pair of Bessie clamps are what's on the line today for the prize. They're pretty cool. So. All right, a couple more minutes. Anybody else got anything cool in the shop right now? If you guys saw our last post yesterday evening, we had a pretty big delivery, table and benches. Mm-hmm. So that's what we've been working on. We didn't really post a lot of behind the scenes on that one.
I thought about that. We didn't.
We just kind of, surprise, here's a whole finished build for you guys. So
trust me, there was more effort put into it than it looked.
Yeah. Hey Sam, how you doing? All right, so let's get started. I'm Josh Kincaid, owner of SlumberYard Handcrafted. This is my wife, Julie Kincaid. She is the co-owner, designer, and she's also the curator for the store. So that's pretty fun. So a couple of things that'll entail that she's already been doing. She's the co-owner, so she helps me make all the business decisions for the business. She's the designer. She does have background, which we'll touch on a little bit later, on design, product design and such. And then the store curator, she's going to help take off some of that burden of running the online store. So she's going to be responsible for taking the photos, getting nice descriptions in there, because we're about ready to put a whole bunch of products up on the website. So I wanted to be able to step back from that, focus on making. And Julie was nice enough to step up to the plate amongst all the other things she does. So if you want to just tell people a little bit what you, it's a little bit about what you bring to the table.
Oh boy, okay. Background wise, I've got a BFA in fine art. So I went to school for product design, and I have a degree for painting, photography, and sculpture. So I did a lot of 3D design, color theory, and then product design, computer-aided design, that type of thing. And now I'm a teacher. So that's totally unrelated, but it's fun to be able to get back and use my original degree that I went for. I tend to keep up on what's what's new and current.
Yeah.
I do a lot of palette saving and color palette saving and what's the word? Color combinations.
Yeah.
Things that are in trend right now, things that are going to be on trend when we come up for our markets that are, in future months, so we can kind of plan ahead for what's going to be interesting and cool. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's really good. So she spends a lot more time on Pinterest than I do. She is a little bit more in tune with design trends, color trends, things that I don't focus my time on, but that is really important for us. Something that we're going to move forward in 2018 with is a more cohesive color palette and theme for all of our markets. So that's something that Julie's going to bring in and be able to make sure everything is cohesive. Something we haven't done a really good job on the past. It's been very scattered. I think we're going in the right direction to be able to have a very cohesive message with our booth. It's going to be nice.
So what I think he's saying is I'm the voice of reason.
Yeah.
I'm the one that dials him back a little bit on his designs.
Absolutely. Well, and also, I get handed sketches, and here, go make this now. So she does a pretty good job with it, but she comes up with the really good ideas. She has a very good presence with customers and clients. I think she's very in tune with what a lot of people are looking for these days. So it's really helpful. And again, those design sessions, that helps me when you can pull that stuff out from the customer or give them ideas back. That's things I won't think of. So that really helps a lot too. I hear purple's the new gray. The gray, see?
Purpley gray.
Look at all this gray over here. It's charcoal. This is charcoal, right?
Yeah, we tend to. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Right?
Yeah.
It's I swear, when I ordered it, it said charcoal.
Charcoal, to me, has a texture to it, but.
Sure has a texture.
He's also colorblind, so I have to help him with that.
I'm not colorblind. I'm just not as specific as she would like me to be. So when I see blue, it's blue.
Green.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
So does anybody have any questions for Julie? Anything she, for most part, I think on the social media, it'll mostly still be me.
Okay. Fun.
So you can probably gauge by the tone of the message who's writing it. But I think, yeah, for the most part, her photography background is going to come in really handy as we get bigger, better equipment for taking our photos. So she'll be taking all the nice photos. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anybody got any questions? Julie, are his hands really that small?
They're bigger than mine.
Whose hands are bigger? Oh, we answered the question. There was a lot of questions there.
I guess in terms of current projects and things that we're working on, we kind of collaborate on initial design together, especially with the customer, and then he does 99% of the building. I help sometimes on like production work if there's multiples of things that I can do.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little more familiar with the tools. I used to work in a wood shop years ago, but it was all very basic knowledge, so I'm kind of relearning the new tools. And then I do a lot of the finishing. So I do a lot of the stain combinations. SketchUp. No.
So we have SketchUp.
Do we?
I've played around with SketchUp. I couldn't get it. She'll probably get it and be great with it. I played with it and I could not get it. We do everything by hand.
Yeah.
We hand sketch everything out.
Yeah, I took a lot of classes in product design drawing, so
it just comes more
really
naturally.
correct scale perspective type of drawing. So I'm pretty comfortable drawing like in front of the customer during design sessions. I'll draw things up as they're talking, but for the most part, I'm there for the beginning phase for a lot of the drawings and planning, and then for the end phase, I do a lot of the finishing. So
yeah,
color mixing stains, doing custom layered work.
Like the table.
Just refining, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw the table that we just delivered. That was kind of a custom layered stain that Julie, with the customer, back and forth, kind of came up with. We gave them some samples, and it was, they wanted light beechwood. So I think they nailed it. She was very happy with the color, especially.
Yeah, I kind of want it for our table.
Yeah.
They wanted a really light sun bleach type of color, but we wanted there still to be depth to the wood. We didn't just want it to be raw wood and then this light stain. So we put a couple of layers down, aged it a bit, and then did 2 coats of this sun bleach stain, and it turned out really nice. There was a lot of dimension to the paint.
It was hard
stain, sorry. Stain.
It was hard to capture that with the pictures, but I think it looks better in person than the photos really display. I mean, the color and the stain is just, there's so much depth there. So, any other questions? Anybody? I'm gonna go check on the kids.
No.
Oh man, I thought I was gonna. So she'll be back in a second. I hear a couple kids fussing inside. Anybody have any questions? Anything? So those of you that joined a little bit late, Bessie clamps were the winners. Bessie clamps. I played around with these a little bit. I like the mechanism, and this is a small thing, I guess, for these small clips. I like the mechanism on these, and I like the way they feel. It's like rubberized. Compared to the Milwaukee, the rubbery stuff is thinner material, and the handle just seems very like plain. I don't know, compared to that looks way nicer. It's thicker.
Well, in terms of product design and aesthetic, yeah, that one just has a nicer handle. It looks more streamlined.
What type of stain do you say you'd use?
Varathane?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Varathane 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like that stuff. We like that stuff because a lot of our builds require us to be moving fast. So that stuff dries pretty quick. They says an hour. I usually try to give it that plus.
Yeah.
But
it's just
better
more
than like the Minwax, which I grew up using Minwax, and that's what I knew. And some of these other stuff, I know we haven't even gotten into the general finishes stain. I've only used the Armor Seal. That stuff next year we're gonna move a lot to. There's actually a place in town that retails general finishes. It's another woodworker. He does really nice high-end woodworking, but he retails it out of his shop. Yeah. Well, he does tables and stuff.
I was trying to think of who you're talking about.
Yeah. Sidebar, hold on. So that's nice that I can actually get it in town, because I used to, before I knew that it was in town, I had to drive like 40 minutes to Sycamore for some general finishes. At least that's the only other place I knew. So next year, that's also a big thing for us, is we're going to get into general finishes. And spraying, that's another one that's going to be big for us. This is the person that got me the Graco for my birthday.
I'm a good wife.
It's really nice. The Graco is really nice. One of the things that we found is it throws a lot of product out. I mean, you just churn through that little cup. It's the smallest cup, but
yeah, you can really put it on the lowest, one of the lower settings, and it won't. Yeah,
it throws a ton of product. So one of the things we want to get into is looking at these guys, the Fuji sprays. Get a HVLP system. So a little bit more customizable throw. I know I'm going to be talking to a lot of folks that use those already. Bill, I know you use HVLP, so when we get that system, I'm probably going to be bugging you. I'm going to be bugging Jim and Josh at Fuji Spray for some help. So that's in our plans. It's in our 2018 plans. Any other questions? We're going to keep it kind of short today because I know everyone's trying to get holiday builds done. Any other questions? We're going to do the giveaway and get on out of here. I had to find a tape measure. I don't know where a tape measure.
Did you take it with you yesterday?
I think I did. This might be in the car. No, we'll figure it out. We'll do something. We'll get it.
How many hand lengths?
How many hand lengths? I have a little T-square, so I guess I can do that. Anybody got any questions? Anything?
Who wore it better?
Oh man, that's bogus. That's so bogus. Who wore it better, guys?
Sorry.
No, thanks guys for all your great interaction and welcoming Julie into the SlumberYard team. She's always been a team member, but now she's official. So you'll get to see, I'll get a bio up on the website. We got some nice photos from a design session that we just had, which was a lot of fun. Wrapping presents. Any additional marketing plans in the works? Any additional marketing plans in the works for us? marketing, which is, what do we got? Anything?
We've got some local stuff in the works, participating with some local businesses and events, that type of way. But in terms of marketing inside of advertising inside marketing, we have scaled back our advertising a lot because we have getting repeat customers that are keeping us very busy, which we are so grateful for. Mm-hmm. So we've not spent a dime on advertising for work for quite a few weeks, months maybe now. Yeah, we've gotten really lucky. The last few customers that we've had have been really great to us, and they've been keeping us busy with future projects and plans. So we've got a lot going on and a lot in the pipeline.
Yeah, and we want to hit our markets really hard next year. That's something that as we get better at this at our market seasons, we want to have a nice inventory. We also got to have place to store inventory, which hopefully is a 2018.
That is a plan, yeah.
Is a space. I don't think we can add on to what we have here at the homestead, so we are looking off-site for spaces for 2018 to grow the business. So that's something kind of look out for. We've seen a few things out there. So nice thing about Rockford is the real estate market's relatively cheap. So we can get a nice space for not too bad. Adam Clark, no, you cannot get an ad copy. Oh, this is a really good segue for these guys.
Hi, Adam.
I sponsor a podcast that a few of my friends started up. They're getting going with a few episodes. I think I don't know how many episodes they got. They got a lot. It's a podcast about video games, movies. Hilarity. They're really good. I wish you guys would go follow them if you like that kind of stuff. That's a really good question. We'll hit that one.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll finish with one thing and we'll go to the next. So it's Come Get Your Podcast. If you guys have signed in, can you guys say hi through Come Get Your Podcast so people can click on it? They are also going to do a giveaway. I gave them some stuff to give away to grow their podcast. So if you want some stuff from SlumberYard, follow their podcast, listen to it, and you can get on their giveaway that they're going to do. So good friends of ours, been friends of ours a long time, and the podcast is very easy to listen to. It's one of the podcasts I have subscribed, and I keep it listening in the shop. So it's good stuff. All right, that's a really good one. Gabriel. Where did your name come from? SlumberYard Handcrafted. Where'd that come from?
All right, so what was it, 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
So 2-ish years ago, we decided to upgrade our master bedroom bed, and we needed a bigger bed frame, and that's kind of how the whole business started. We looked around and saw a lot of junk. And Josh said, I can build that. So I picked out and we planned what we wanted to build, and while we were at our many trips to the lumberyard, our then 5-year-old, Logan, very wearily said, because he was so tired of being there, that he didn't want to go to the SlumberYard instead of the lumberyard. And he called it the SlumberYard like 3 or 4 times in that trip, and so when we were kind of coming up with a name, that's what just stuck.
And there's a little bit to it. It's
complex.
Yeah, it's so complex, you guys. The SlumberYard, it kind of plays into the bed, patio furniture, slumber, sleep, yard. So I had different ideas for a logo, but they didn't really go. I was going to try to do like bed, patio table, SlumberYard, get something like that going. It didn't really work. I love the logo that I have. I'm never going to change it. I love it so much.
Mm-hmm. We should shout out to Marissa.
Oh, yeah. If you guys need logo design, I know there's a lot of folks on here that can do that. If anybody gets stuck with logo designs, we know someone that's really good with logos. She touches up my logo when I need it for extra large print or embroidery. I know Gary did a lot of work on this too at Rustic Art Design to get this to fit. But if you guys need help with any kind of logo, graphic design stuff, we know someone that she does it pretty affordable too. It's not much at all. Yeah. It's like a side business for her. So. Any other questions? All right, so we got to do the giveaway. Let's get these people out of here.
I can't believe our children aren't screaming.
I know, right? I need something to... We have so many scraps right now because we just got out this huge build. I have to find something to break. That's how we do those. You've seen these, right?
Let me find something impossible. Hang on.
No. No. Now the problem is I'm not going to be able... I don't know where my safety glasses are. So here we go. You guys know how this all works.
How are you going to measure it?
I'm just going to use a T-square, I guess. You going to go see it? You going to see if you can find it?
No.
I think it's in the car.
Oh, no.
There's some...
What about this thingy?
Yeah, we'll use that.
Okay.
All right, we're going to use that. Have her break it. You want to break it?
Nope.
She doesn't want to break it. You want to break it?
Okay.
Here. We're going to move this right here. So we're going to give you guys... All right, so you guys know how this works. I'll give you the rundown again. Everyone should know how this works now. So I'm going to break this. We're going to measure it. You guys get one guess. It's your first guess. If two people tie, it's the first person. If people are equidistant, then we'll do a sudden death rematch of those two people that are equidistant from the number. It's closest plus or minus. You want to chop it?
No.
Yeah, no, chop it. They love the chopping thing. I don't know what that is.
Kick it?
But you want to kick it?
Yeah, I can kick it.
You can kick me.
Yep. Watch out.
Watch your eyes.
All right, here we go.
She's got it. She's got it. Got it.
Oh, that was
Right.
so satisfying. Okay.
I'm not using that. Perfect. Perfect. All right. You want to hold it? You do it.
Okay.
I'll throw them off with even smaller hands than mine. There you go. So show them. They're going to guess what that is. It's your first guess. You get one guess. And the prize on the line is a pair of Bessie hand clamps. They're pretty sweet.
So we measured with the shortest or the tightest?
Shortest. As far as it is. These guys are getting really good at this.
I know. Yeah, I know, because Logan and I tried to guess the other day, and we were close, but we weren't nearly as close as most people.
At least your prize delivery would have been really easy. I'd have been like, here, you won.
Yeah. Take this and go back and give it to me in the garage.
All right, everybody got their guesses in? Checking.
Very short human for scale.
Two short humans for skills. Skills. I also want to mention a couple things that's going on. If you are not following and listening to another podcast that's really great, more woodworking oriented, Grain Knockers, they just posted something. Go check that out, Grain Knockers podcast. I think it's just Grain Knockers on Instagram. Go check it out. There's some cool stuff going on in there. You do not want to miss that. They always have interviews with really cool guests. I think he's got Richard Karn coming up. You guys know who that is, right? If you don't.
I don't know what that is.
So check out Grain Knockers podcast. There's some cool stuff going on. They got good guests, great companies come on there, so that's a good one. That is Chris Parker's mom, and she wins it every time. She's so good at this.
Moms just know.
I know, she's got it. I think she's gotten a t-shirt, and she did win another one, but it was back-to-back. So so the rules are also you cannot be back-to-back week winners. We're trying to spread the love around. So last week was Fury. 22 was the winner, so he does not get to win this one. I don't see him on here. All right, we're going to measure. Everyone got their guesses in? Let's measure. I'll get you guys back to your builds.
So curious.
I know. Right on.
Look
Nice.
at me.
Nice job. All right, so we're going to scroll through here and see if anybody nailed it.
I already forgot what it was.
Oh, there's a close one right there.
Ooh.
Oh. No one got it dead on. That's the closest right there.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
What that?
No. Up.
You do it, because I'll say the wrong name and
No.
get someone really mad.
Here.
Okay. So third from the bottom.
So it's 23 inches. You can see that? And the closest one from what I see is Pankova Collective. Anybody else see anybody that's closer to 23? Pankova Collective. I guess 22 3/4 would also be as close, but I don't see that either. Yeah. All right, so Pankova Collective, you are the winner. No one else piped up, say they won. So you show off the prize. So we'll get these in the mail to you, and we'll get you a sticker and some. We'll mail along. I got some somewhere.
Some broken pieces of wood.
Yeah. Well, that'd be a cool prize. Send along the broken pieces of wood. Like, yeah. You get those, like, framed. Like, here you go. So we'll get you some custom SlumberYard pencils, too. You get these in the mail. Get those. Any other questions for anybody? Next week, there is more stuff going on next week, as we do every week. That'll be the day after Christmas Day, right? 26th. So we'll probably all just be in here talking about all the cool stuff that we got. Or didn't get that we're about ready to buy. We'll make next week real light and easy. We're going to talk about wood defects, what you can and can't do about wood defects, things you can save, things you can't save. I also want to touch a little bit on hardware store etiquette and how to shop for lumber, how I shop for lumber. Mm-hmm. So that'd be kind of a good one. Nice and light, nothing too crazy. We'll talk about some of our favorite hardwood stores that we go to.
I was just thinking you could live at one of the, because we have a couple of hardware stores that will, that do like slab and live edge.
Yeah.
And not hardware, lumber. Yeah. Lumber stores. And they're really cool to go into, but you can't do it on a Tuesday night live.
Yeah,
so.
They're not open at 9, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to call in a favor on those guys and see if I can get in there at 9:00 on one of those times. Let's see. That's my height, actually. Anything else? So next week we'll keep it nice and light. We'll also do another prize. I haven't decided on the prize, but I have a couple things in my in the back of my head I want to do. Do you guys like the face off every week? Do you guys like doing that on the stories? You guys get to vote and do a face off. This product or this product. Which one do you like? You choose. So is that cool? You guys want to keep doing that? Anybody else? Anybody want to keep doing that? You guys like that? Is it annoying? I'll stop. You guys like the face-offs? I'll try to pick every week. I'll try to pick like 2 similar-ish products, and I'll say which one would you rather have, and you guys can all vote. So Pankova Collective, you are the winner. I'll get these out to you. You got to DM me your address. I don't think I have your address. And I'll get you a sticker, too, if you don't already have one of those. Yeah, say 23. All right, that's it, guys. Anything else before we leave? Everyone have happy holidays. Don't drink and drive. Don't do it. If you guys come up with some really cool stuff for Christmas, post it. Everybody wants to see that stuff. I know I will. Should be some goodies coming, right?
Sure.
So, again, thank you for coming on and introducing yourself and showing everybody, telling everybody a little bit about what you do and what you'll be able to help everybody out with in the future. So, and you're going to do one of these live solo at some point, right?
No.
Yeah, so one of these nights they'll be solo.
No.
All you.
I'm just here to make him look good.
You're prettier than I am. All right, guys, everyone, have a good night.
Bye.